8 foods seniors over 65 should avoid before bed. Introduction. Waking up feeling like you never slept is a frustrating experience, especially when you've done everything right, gone to bed at a reasonable hour, kept your room quiet, and felt tired enough to drift off. Yet you're groggy, sore, or even dizzy come morning. For many seniors over 65, this isn't just a bad night. It's a sign that something in your routine needs attention. You might blame age, stress, or too many bathroom trips. But what if the real issue is sitting in your kitchen? That comforting bedtime snack, the one you've relied on for years, might be working against you. As we age, our bodies change in subtle but significant ways. Metabolism slows, digestion weakens, and sleep becomes more fragile. The foods you eat before bed can directly affect your heart, brain, and overall health, sometimes with consequences that don't show up until it's too late. One food on our list is even linked to heart attacks during sleep, a startling fact that underscores the importance of making informed choices. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. By understanding what to avoid, you can take control of your sleep, protect your health, and wake up feeling refreshed. Have you ever woken up with a racing heart, drenched in sweat, or plagued by vivid dreams that leave you drained? These could be tied to common foods, even ones marketed as healthy. In this guide, we're exploring 8 foods seniors should steer clear of before bed, with number 3 posing a particularly serious risk. Each section is packed with stories, science, and practical tips to help you make smarter choices. What's your go-to nighttime snack? Share it in the comments. It might be on our list. If you're dedicated to living well or caring for someone who is, subscribe to Silver Expertise Hub for actionable advice to feel your best every day. Let's dive into what's hiding in your kitchen. Want to sleep safely? Type 1 to discover the 8 foods seniors must avoid. 1. Spicy foods. Spicy foods bring bold flavors, but they can wreak havoc on your sleep. Meet Jack Thompson, an 82-year-old retiree from Austin, Texas, who prided himself on his homemade Tex-Mex chili. Every evening, he'd whip up a small bowl, heavy on the jalapenos, and enjoy it while catching up on the evening news. It was his ritual, a little heat to end the day. But over time, his nights took a troubling turn. He'd wake up with a tight chest, coughing fits, or a burning sensation creeping up his throat. At first, he attributed it to aging or stress from watching too much news, but the discomfort grew sharper, sometimes so intense he wondered if he needed to call 911. The problem wasn't just the chili spice, it was how his body handled it. After age 65, the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that seals off your stomach from your esophagus, weakens. When you lie down after eating, gravity no longer keeps stomach acid in place. Spicy foods like hot peppers, Cajun spices, or even tangy salsas amplify this issue, triggering acid reflux. This isn't just heartburn, it's a burning sensation or chest tightness that can mimic a heart attack, sending many seniors to the ER in a panic. Jack's chili was igniting his digestive system at the worst possible time. Reflux doesn't just cause discomfort, it chips away at your sleep. You might toss and turn, wake up coughing, or struggle to breathe comfortably. Night after night, this prevents the deep, restorative sleep your body needs to repair itself. Over time, poor sleep weakens your immune system, clouds your mind, and even stresses your heart. The American Heart Association notes that chronic sleep disruption is linked to higher risks of hypertension and cardiovascular issues. Risks seniors can't afford to ignore. So what can you do if you love spicy food? You don't have to give it up entirely, but timing is critical. Avoid spicy dishes, chili, hot wings, or anything with heavy peppers, at least 3 hours before bed. This gives your body time to digest while you're upright with gravity on your side. For evening flavor, swap the heat for gentle herbs like basil, oregano, or cilantro. Jack started experimenting with mild taco seasonings and found he could still enjoy his Tex-Mex vibe without the nighttime fallout. If you crave a warm dish, try a soothing vegetable soup with mild spices. A calm stomach leads to peaceful sleep, and that's a gift you deserve. 2. Sugary treats. Sugar feels like a hug at the end of the day. A slice of apple pie, a warm chocolate chip cookie, or a scoop of mint chocolate chip ice cream. For Helen Carter, a 70-year-old grandmother from Savannah, Georgia, her nightly ritual was a small piece of pecan pie. It was her reward after a long day of gardening and playing with her grandkids. The sweet, nutty flavor brought comfort, and she looked forward to it as she settled into her favorite armchair. But her nights started to unravel. She'd wake up multiple times, drenched in sweat, with strange, vivid dreams that left her disoriented. By morning, she felt like she'd run a marathon, not slept. The culprit was sugar, and its impact is sneakier than you'd think. When you eat sugary foods before bed, your blood sugar spikes, prompting your pancreas to release insulin. This surge sends a signal to your brain that it's time to be active, not rest. Your heart rate may climb, your brain stays alert, and your body shifts into overdrive when it should be slowing down. It's like revving your car's engine right before parking it. For Helen, that slice of pie was keeping her body wired, even as she tried to sleep. Over time, these nighttime sugar spikes disrupt your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that regulates sleep and wakefulness. Your body struggles to enter deep sleep, leaving you in a shallow, restless state. The National Sleep Foundation warns that poor sleep quality in seniors is linked to higher risks of inflammation, elevated blood pressure, and even irregular heart rhythms. Sugar's effects don't stop there. Repeated spikes can increase insulin resistance, a precursor to diabetes, which is already a concern for many older adults. Helen's doctor initially asked about stress, medications, or her mattress, but no one thought to question her dessert. Once she connected the dots, she made a change. If you're craving something sweet at night, skip the cookies and try a small banana, rich in potassium and magnesium to relax your muscles, or a handful of cherries, which naturally boost melatonin, a sleep-regulating hormone. Helen now sips unsweetened chamomile tea with a few slices of pear, finding it just as comforting without the sugar crash. These gentle choices satisfy your sweet tooth while letting your body ease into rest. Better sleep means clearer mornings, and that's worth more than any dessert. 3. Processed meats. Processed meats, bacon, deli ham, pepperoni, or sausage, seem like a quick, satisfying snack. But they're a hidden danger, especially before bed. Robert Miller, a 73-year-old retiree from Boise, Idaho, had a nightly ritual: a small plate of crackers topped with crispy bacon strips. Around 9:30 p.m., he'd settle in with his snack, savoring the salty crunch as he read the newspaper. It was his moment of calm, but soon he started waking up in the early hours with a strange pressure in his chest. Not quite pain, but a squeezing sensation that left him short of breath. He'd sit up in bed, heart pounding, unsure if it was serious enough to call for help. Robert's bacon habit was putting his heart at risk. Processed meats are loaded with sodium and saturated fats, a double threat for seniors. Sodium causes your body to retain water, which raises blood pressure and forces your heart to work harder. Saturated fats thicken your blood, slowing circulation. During sleep, your heart rate and blood flow naturally dip, but high sodium and fats create a perfect storm. The American College of Cardiology has linked processed meats to increased risks of heart attacks, particularly at night when your body is less equipped to handle cardiovascular stress. For seniors, even small portions matter. A single slice of ham or a few bites of sausage can elevate nighttime blood pressure, silently straining your heart while you sleep. Robert's doctor ran tests. His heart and oxygen levels were fine, but a casual question about his diet revealed the bacon connection. He was stunned to learn his favorite snack was the problem. If you enjoy protein at night, choose heart-friendly options. Low-sodium turkey slices are lean and contain tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes sleepiness. A small handful of unsalted almonds or walnuts offers healthy fats and magnesium for a calming effect. Robert switched to turkey roll-ups with a slice of cucumber, finding them just as satisfying without the heart strain. Giving up bacon wasn't easy, but waking up without chest pressure made it worthwhile. Your heart deserves a peaceful rest. Make choices that protect it. Or caffeinated drinks. A warm cup of coffee, a chilled cola, or even a square of dark chocolate feels like a small luxury in the evening. Margaret Evans, a 71-year-old artist from Portland, Oregon, cherished her 6 p.m. coffee. It reminded her of her days as a young painter, staying up late in her studio. The ritual kept her feeling sharp and connected to her creative roots. But her sleep suffered. She'd lie awake for hours, her mind racing, unable to quiet her thoughts. She tried lavender candles, soft music, and even a new pillow, but nothing worked. Caffeine is the culprit, and its effects linger longer than you might expect. For most people, caffeine stays in the system for 6 to 8 hours, but seniors metabolize it more slowly. That evening, coffee could keep your brain and heart active well past midnight, preventing the slow, steady rhythm needed for deep sleep. Even decaf coffee or tea contains trace amounts of caffeine, enough to disrupt sensitive sleep cycles in older adults. Margaret didn't realize her small coffee was sabotaging her rest hours later. Caffeine doesn't just keep you awake, it disrupts your sleep architecture. The National Institute on Aging notes that poor sleep quality in seniors increases risks of cognitive decline, mood disorders, and cardiovascular strain. Margaret's restless nights left her foggy and irritable, affecting her painting and her patience with friends. The fix is simple but requires discipline. Cut off caffeine by 2 p.m. This includes coffee, black tea, cola, energy drinks, and dark chocolate. For an evening drink, try caffeine-free options like rooibos tea, which has a rich, earthy flavor, or warm oat milk with a dash of cinnamon for a soothing effect. Margaret now enjoys peppermint tea, finding it calms her nerves and prepares her for rest. Good sleep isn't just about falling asleep. It's about staying asleep and waking up restored. Give your body the chance to do that. 5. Citrus fruits. Citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruits, lemons, or pineapples, are packed with vitamins, but they're trouble before bed. James Larson, a 68-year-old retiree from Orlando, Florida, was the picture of health. He walked daily, ate fresh foods, and loved ending his evenings with a juicy orange while watching the local news. It felt like a clean, wholesome habit. But he started waking up bloated, with a burning sensation in his chest, or coughing fits that forced him to sit up. He blamed his dinner pasta or work stress, but the pattern only emerged on citrus nights. Citrus fruits are highly acidic, and for seniors, this spells trouble. As we age, the lower esophageal sphincter weakens, allowing stomach acid to creep up when you lie down. Citrus triggers acid reflux, causing heartburn, coughing, or even breathing difficulties during sleep. The American Gastroenterological Association reports that reflux is common in older adults, often worsened by acidic foods eaten close to bedtime. James's orange was healthy but poorly timed. The misconception is that all fruit is safe because it's natural. While citrus is great for breakfast or lunch, it's a risky bedtime choice. Instead, opt for low-acid fruits like bananas, which are rich in potassium and magnesium to relax muscles, or pear slices, which are gentle on the stomach. James now enjoys a small bowl of sliced pears with a sprinkle of cinnamon, satisfying his sweet craving without the burn. Timing matters as much as the food itself. Choose snacks that let your body rest, not fight. 6. Aged cheese. Aged cheeses, cheddar, Gouda, Parmesan, or blue cheese, are flavorful but can disrupt your brain's rest. Susan Hayes, a 75-year-old librarian from Boulder, Colorado, loved her late-night cheese and cracker plate. It was her unwind ritual after a day of organizing book clubs. But her sleep took a strange turn. Her dreams became vivid and fragmented. Not scary, but exhausting, like watching a movie on fast forward. She'd wake up feeling unrested, despite 8 hours in bed. It took weeks to notice the pattern. The dreams were worst after cheese nights. Aged cheeses contain tyramine, an amino acid that stimulates the brain, increasing alertness and triggering norepinephrine, a hormone that raises heart rate. This chemical reaction makes it harder to fall asleep and disrupts REM sleep, the stage where your brain processes memories and emotions. Fragmented REM leaves you drained, and the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke links poor REM sleep to cognitive fog and mood issues in seniors. Many assume dairy is calming, thanks to advice about warm milk for sleep. But aged cheese is stimulating, not soothing. Susan was surprised to learn her beloved cheddar was the issue. For a dairy-based snack, try low-fat Greek yogurt, warm milk, or cottage cheese, which contain tryptophan to promote relaxation. Susan now pairs her crackers with a small scoop of yogurt, finding it just as satisfying without the mental chaos. Your brain deserves a peaceful night. Choose snacks that support it. 7. Heavy protein meals. Protein is essential for muscle health, but heavy doses before bed can backfire. George Bennett, a 69-year-old fitness enthusiast from Raleigh, North Carolina, was determined to stay strong. He read that seniors need more protein to maintain muscle mass, so he started drinking a nightly protein shake packed with powder, peanut butter, and whole milk. It seemed like a smart move to support his gym routine, but he'd go to bed feeling bloated, sometimes sweating or needing the bathroom in the middle of the night. His sleep felt shallow and he woke up groggy. Heavy protein, whether shakes, steak, or dense meals like meatloaf, takes hours to digest. At night, your digestion slows, so your body works overtime instead of resting. This not only disrupts sleep, but also reduces REM time, critical for memory consolidation and brain health. The Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine reports that heavy nighttime meals can shorten REM sleep in seniors, increasing risks of cognitive decline. George thought protein before bed was helping his muscles recover, but it was the wrong time. Save hearty proteins for breakfast or lunch. Think eggs, lean chicken, or lentils. At night, go light. A small serving of steamed veggies, a slice of whole grain toast, or a calming herbal tea like chamomile. George now sips tea with a few carrot sticks, keeping his evenings light and his sleep deep. Good intentions need good timing. Give your body a break at night. 8. Alcohol. A glass of wine or a small whiskey feels like the perfect way to unwind. Mildred Foster, a 77-year-old retiree from Charleston, South Carolina, called her nightly glass of Merlot her nightcap. It helped her relax after hosting family dinners and eased her into sleep. For a while it seemed to work. She'd drift off quickly, feeling calm. But her mornings told a different story. She woke up groggy, sometimes confused, struggling to recall conversations from the night before. Her daughter noticed she was snappier during the day, and Mildred felt her memory slipping. Alcohol may help you fall asleep, but it sabotages sleep quality. It suppresses REM sleep, the restorative stage where your brain processes memories and emotions. Instead, it fragments rest, causing frequent awakenings, dehydration, and disorientation, risks that hit seniors harder due to slower alcohol metabolism. The CDC warns that poor sleep from alcohol increases fall risks and cognitive issues in older adults. Mildred's nightcap was stealing her clarity. Even one drink lingers as seniors' livers process alcohol more slowly. Skip alcohol after 6 p.m., especially when rest is a priority. Instead, try a magnesium-rich snack like a few almonds or a banana, or a warm herbal tea like lavender or lemon balm to promote calm. Mildred now enjoys chamomile tea with a handful of walnuts, finding it just as relaxing without the fog. Your mind and body deserve true rest. Choose habits that deliver it. Conclusion. These 8 foods, spicy dishes, sugary treats, processed meats, caffeine, citrus, aged cheese, heavy proteins, and alcohol, may seem harmless, even comforting. But for seniors over 65, they can disrupt sleep, strain your heart, or cloud your mind. Timing is everything. Small changes like swapping bacon for turkey or wine for tea can transform your nights and your health. Sleep is more than rest. It's when your heart resets, your brain clears, and your body heals. For seniors, it's a lifeline to independence and joy. Tonight, check your kitchen. Replace one risky item with a smarter choice. Better sleep leads to clearer mornings, safer days, and a stronger you. Aging isn't about losing control. It's about gaining wisdom to choose what serves you best. At Silver Expertise Hub, we're here to support you with practical, caring advice. Share your bedtime habits in the comments. Did anything surprise you? Subscribe for more tips to live well, sleep deeply, and age with strength. You deserve peace, rest, and joy every single night. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and share with your friends. Your support keeps these stories alive. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. And if today's story touched your heart, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, stay well, and see you in the next story.